It's time to get real this Christmas and enjoy the things that matter. I'm Michaela Clark of declutteringU.com and I'm here to help you simplify your Christmas. Every episode, I'll be here to give you one quick, easy Christmas hack designed to help you simplify your holiday season and find the fun again. Let's go. Hello and welcome to another time-saving hack for the holiday season. Now, I'm not sure about you. I've got 3 boys, but I must say they are a little cray-cray after Christmas parties and Christmas Day. And look, we all know it's very exciting for them, but we're not helping them by possibly not feeding them the right types of food either. You know, there's a lot of sugary foods around this time of year and lots of preservative and additives perhaps that they don't always have. So I thought it would be great to get Lou back on from mealplanningyourway.com, and she's going to talk about additives and preservatives and some of the potential ones we need to look out for this time of year and their effect that they can have on us. And look, this stuff isn't hard. It's quite easy to make the right choices, and we're going to have a much less stressed Christmas because our kids are happier, less hyped, and that's good for everybody. So please enjoy this episode. So we've got Lou back again, and of course I've got to ask you another Christmas question. Are you a Christmas present hinter? Like, do you drop hints about what you want?
I am so obvious, Michaela, it's ridiculous.
Do you just like write it out and buy it yourself even?
Yeah. I just go, look, see this would be a really good idea. I don't like, there's subtle and not subtle. I'm routinely known as being not subtle.
Well, then you get what you want, don't you?
It makes it easier and it's less stressful for everybody. Like I give, options to go something like this, i.e., you can have choice between a couple of those options and I'm fine with that.
Yes, awesome.
Yep.
Well, you do give them a little bit of choice, so you do have a bit of a surprise.
Oh, that's true. That's good. Good analysis. I like it.
Now, we've all talked about in these episodes, Christmas can be a stressful part of time, and I know a really area that you're passionate about is preservatives and staying away from the nasties in food. And, this time of year, there's so much food around, we're eating more sugar and that can really affect us. So I thought today we'd be talking about how do we, when we're going to someone else's place and all these parties, how do we not really choose the wrong foods that perhaps, aren't the best for us as far as, additives and sugars and things like that. So, is it something that you can manage when you're going to other people's houses?
You can, and yes, there's always going to be, and I guess the reason I'm super passionate about this is because with a lot of the work that I do with, families, individuals, managing the meltdowns that occur when they get home and then, the kids are not sleeping and just managing all of that out of control behaviour can be such a challenge because you're going to so many parties so many times throughout this period. So, yeah, it's possible, but just, there's a couple of little strategies that I thought we'd talk through to go, how do you manage this in a way that you're not going to be going too nuts, but just, some really good tips.
Awesome. All right. What's your first one?
Okay. So first one is really thinking about if you're going to be going to someone's place, it's about making sure that you have the food that you're going to bring. So often always, offer to bring a plate. So they're the things that you go, nibblies, whatever. If your food is in a plate that's really characteristic, so your whole family kind of knows what those are, you can have a chat to your kids beforehand and go, look, hey, if you can, try and have these. But routinely they won't, but you can do your best. It's a really good strategy, when you're trying to choose items where you can go for the plain version. So, have a look at that ingredients list because we know that routinely, in say snack foods like, chips, corn chips, rice crackers, if we're getting ones that have all the flavour enhancers, it really does affect, kids' ability to think and focus, and they just become hyper because a lot of these enhancers act as what they call like excitotoxins. So if they're hyped up anyhow, these are just going to send them over just really make them more hyperactive. It is something to really be mindful mindful of. So, if you can, bring your own dip, so you can, reduce preservatives, but even things like having some fresh fruit or vegetables. So, if you take a plate, do a DIY dip, some plain corn chips. So just try and look at getting ones that don't have flavour. That's sort of when you're getting to nibblies, that's my big tip with that.
Okay. And I know another big area is drinks.
Yes.
Now,
Michaela,
I'm
have
sure that everyone's not going to want to drink water all day, even though that
No.
would be a good option.
Yeah. Now, I'm sure that you've heard of the red cordial phenomenon, Michaela.
Yes.
Yes. And probably even witnessed it many a time.
No, just once, so it's banned for life.
And, what we don't often realise is there's two main ingredients that are in red cordial that sends kids off. So when you can go, okay, so the first one is a preservative called 211, and that one there, linked to hyperactivity. It doesn't, and there's also the red colour that sends kid off. So we don't often realise it's not just, it's more than just the red that sends kids crazy. So it's, mindful to be aware if kids are having cordial, and that same preservative is also in soft drinks a lot of the time. So, some options, you can do, juice, but you can also do things like, mineral water, soda water, but then, add wedges of lime or lemon. When it comes to little people, though, you can make this really cool drink called Magic Cordial.
Oh, that sounds nice.
I know, right? So Magic Cordial is basically, it's a Sue Dengate fed-up recipe, and it's pretty much, it tastes like lemon cordial. So if you wanted to add that to, say, soda water or plain mineral water, it does, yes, it does have sugar, but you know what? You know what the ingredients are, and it's basically a syrup. So it's like a cup of water, boiling water, you stir in a cup of sugar, then add in, once that has dissolved, you then stir in 1 to 2 teaspoons of citric acid, okay, and that's your syrup.
Right.
Simple, easy, because it's 1 cup of sugar, but it's across it's a decent kind of ratio. So they're just a couple of little things to be looking out for. And one thing that often people say is, oh, what about like artificial sweeteners, or I have a diet version of the drink. So is that how's that? And a lot of the research around artificial sweeteners show that they increase weight. So part of it is we have them thinking they're going to help us with weight loss, but the body is way too clever and actually doesn't, the satiety. So our body goes, actually, we haven't had the expected kilojoules, so we're just going to keep eating till we get it, and we're going to make you hungry till we get what we think we should be eating. So they're linked to hyperactivity, insomnia, it's just, the list goes on. So, I'd rather go, look, just try and choose the best option you can, and just, watch out for a couple of those ingredients, just because you're going to be eating lots of these sort of snack foods throughout the entire Christmas time.
Yeah, I didn't realise a lot of that stuff, so that's very interesting. Now, the other big area that we can fall down is desserts.
Yeah, exactly. Because, we're always, having like little cakes or treats. And, often one of the things that we don't realise is in, whether it's like if we're having custard or if we're having, cake mixes, there's an ingredient called 160B, okay, or annatto. So 160B, it's not D, it's not A, it's like, B for bad. That's the easiest way to remember it. And, Sue Dengate often describes this one as, this concept of oppositional defiance disorder. So this is when kids are saying no constantly, like you're at loggerheads. It's not just like they're in a bit of a bad mood and they get out of it. This is like day in, day out. They're a real struggle point. And parents and teachers often say that when kids have 160B, they even notice sometimes they might do this kind of quirky headbanging thing, or they might actually headbang to the point of having a bruised forehead or a bloodied forehead.
Oh, from eating some cake mix, eh?
Well, cake mixes that might have 160B in it. We see it in like some of the custards. Custards have, some of the colours that are linked to hyperactivity that was discovered in a UK government-funded study. So like, tartrazine 102 and a few others. Some, if they don't have the artificial colours, they will have a natural colour. And that's the thing with annatto. It is natural. It's a natural colour, but it does cause some issues that, aren't fun to deal with. So, have a go at making custard yourself, or, just Google a really basic cake recipe. Get out your good old day-to-day cookery, if anyone did home ec. Or you can even, make your own fun ice creams, or, ice blocks with, juice, or coconut milk and pineapple. You can even do adult versions with, a little bit of alcohol in it. So, everyone's happy. Just don't mix up the kids and the adult ones.
Okay, right, yes. And look, one of my boys absolutely loves cooking. So if I said we were cooking a cake from scratch, he'd be really excited about that rather than, taking it out of a packet. So there's some great tips, Louise. Thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, Michaela, thank you.
I'm just going to have the calmest, happy kids and adults at my Christmas this year, thanks to you.
And you know what? Because your superpower of organising, everybody is going to be just sorted. I love it.
Oh, I'm just going to put my feet up all day.
Absolutely, girl. You deserve it.
Well, thanks again, Louise. You have a great Christmas.
Thanks, Michaela. You too.
It's time to embrace a perfectly imperfect Christmas. Head over to declutteryou.com/Christmas hacks to grab a free copy of the Hack the Holidays Handbook to help you get organised, simplify, and actually enjoy your Christmas this year.